It's a fight to the death. It's a fight to the end. Watermelon versus pumpkin. Said yahoo.
I have for you on my shoulder. Welcome. Watermelon versus pumpkin. For your ears, for your knowledge, on the Jizzy Just Bag channel. I ain't said that in a while, and y'all, Jizzy Just.
And that's a pumpkin.
And that's a pumpkin, and it's just a cat on a nigga's shoulder. Yo, this is my shoulder cat. I suggest everybody go out there in life and get a shoulder cat because it's therapeutic and it will prevent you from strangling somebody you care about. That's all I'm saying.
You got to get it out. You got to get it out one way or the other.
Yeah, right. And then this is undeniable affection. You know what I mean? Like, you can't deny this kind of love when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like when it lands on you, it's like, how can I ever deny so much love coming from this creature that has no reason to love me so much besides I feed you? You could eat my face if you wanted to. I don't know. I mean, they
needed to.
I mean, their claws and their teeth are sharp enough. But look, she's looking at me like, nigga, I would never eat you. Or maybe I eat your glasses. Yeah, see, you gotta get right. You gotta get right in life. You know what I'm saying? That was her way of saying I love a nigga. So I'm gonna take that love and run. And we're here, man. Episode
take
1.
Take the love and run.
What? Take the love and run. This might be the name of this episode right here. Take the love and run. And I'm Young Pastry. And I mean, and I love watermelon, and I love things not watermelon. And you know what? I just like watermelon, and don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they get mad. Like, nigga, what? Like, yo, man, I like it. I'm not gonna slice a throat for it. You know what I mean? But I like it. I like pineapple a little more. Does that mean I'm supposed to be Hawaiian? I don't know.
Who knows? Might be a Samoan gene.
You know, pineapple's like, I mean, pineapple feels like really bad for you. You know what I mean?
It's so
like
sweet.
It's so naturally sweet and so good. It's like, man, this is what dreams are made of. Like, you know what I mean? It's not supposed to be like this, but it is. You know, it all comes together, no matter the weather. Storm in the snow and the weather. But what is this? 150? What? We on 58 yet? 59? We out of the 50s yet? I don't even know.
I'm not even sure, but I know that we're in the 150s. I literally only look at it when I make the cover, and when I have to upload it, I have to put in the number, and it's nice that they've already counted for me all the way up to there, because after a certain, I think after like 100, maybe after 150, it's like, hey, what are we counting for?
What are we doing out there?
You know, I think after that, maybe we'll just announce the biggies. Like if we hit 2, we go 2.
We're gonna hit them with the deckies. Y'all want this the deckies only?
It's a decky.
You know what I mean? We get the deckies on. You want the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40, 50, 60. Look, she just want to show me love today. She is all about it. She is all about a nigga.
Yo, so this has been an interesting week. There's a lot going on in politics, a lot going on in sports, a lot going on in the fighting world. I feel crazier than ever. I will say that. Like, no COVID. I don't feel like things are over. I feel like, and I'm not talking about in terms of people catching it. Just the mania and the energy surrounding it is still here and very thick in the air.
Yeah. I felt like I ran away from it. And I felt like it was okay.
It chased after you.
But that's what I feel like. You know what I mean? It was just like knocked on the door like, hey. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like our state's still doing good. Unless niggas is coming back from everywhere bringing it back with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Because now I feel like nobody... dig me on this. None of that shit matters right now. It seems like. But we still have the intensity of... oh my God, nobody catch it, even though now we're no longer paying attention to how many people catch it and how many people die for it. But there still is the laser focus of, oh my God, protect yourself.
Right.
And that's odd because now I feel a little bit of a disconnect to the end, you know, to where I'm like, yeah, everybody protect themselves, but yo, is anybody still catching this? Or are we kind of, did you see the party in China?
No.
Whoa, good thing that there is a program on Zoom that lets us share the screen.
They partied hard, like 6
Bro,
million niggas in a room.
they party hard. Like, what it makes me think is that, listen, if we're gonna go conspiracy with it, they dropped it on us and fucking ran. I'll put it to you like that. For me, if the conspiracy is true that they made this shit and put it on us,
they're willing to sacrifice their own people just to fuck us up. That's fucking crazy. It's pretty maniacal.
No, I don't even think that. What I think could be, maybe they did it. Maybe they dropped it on us because, like, put it to you like this. Think about 9/11. What happened if we're going to talk about numbers on 9/11? A little bit over 3,000 people passed away in the United States. Now, because of that, bro, we're still in the goddamn war. We're talking about damn near 20 years later, how much money we have spent, how many laws we have changed because of that.
The Iraqi war, there's still people in Afghanistan right now fighting, still in Iraq.
So they won, you know what I'm saying? Because they did that, and then for the next 20 fucking years, we're still dealing with it. So now China, perhaps, now this is all if these conspiracy theories are true. Yo, if China drops this on us, but then they clear it out of their own shit, or they're just lying to us about how many numbers that they have, they clear it out of their own shit, or they really know that, hey, it's not that bad. And I don't mean the people that catch it. Obviously, the people that catch it and are affected really bad. It is that bad.
It's that bad, but it's not as crazy as you guys are making it. What they're saying
is, for a lot of people that catch it, you know, obviously they feel nothing. It seems to be a disease where a lot of people get it. Some people die from it, and the people that die from it die really, really bad, you know, but a lot of people don't. So if, like I said, if the conspiracy is there, they threw it out there knowing that we have the elections coming up because it's playing right into it. Like, let me put it like this. How the fuck in November is anybody going to say, you cannot go to that voting booth and vote? It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough because you got to think, like I said, right now, I'm starting to feel like, what's up? I don't know what's up, you know?
I mean, so the whole deal is are they shutting down?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what's that, the party?
Yeah, I wanted to
That's in Wuhan?
Play it.
Right in the mother load, too?
I'm going to find the pictures. I didn't want to play a fucking YouTube video.
Got you. He's partying like it's 1999 out there, bitch.
Bro, that's why I'm saying this is the pool party that happened. Like, this is from, and like, this isn't no conspiracy.
And that's in Wuhan.
This is from, yeah. And what I'm saying is, like, this is not a conspiracy thing. This is from USA Today. This is from CNN. This is from Associated Press. This is, you know, like this site right now is USA Today. Photo was taken August 15th, 2020. Shows people watching a performance as they cool off in a swimming pool in Wuhan, China. Like,
so are we going to get to that point, or what happened? That's ground zero.
So now this is what we're saying is, are we at that point and we just have an election coming up, so now everything's getting stupid? Or are we at that point? Because now let's check back next week and see if that amount of people in China have a fucking, you know, have
it's crazy to say that
because
they're coming down to the wire even for the schools. I'm just throw that in there.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying it's we're running into where now the COVID-19 is being politicized, where if you go to a Black Lives Matter rally and 50,000 people get together, that's fine. No problem. If 50 people are in their backyard, that's a problem. So now that's where we're running into the problem here. Sticky. It can't be politics over here. Like, if I can go to I went to the gym today. You have to wear a mask the entire time you are inside the gym.
How is that? Because I've been thinking about going back.
It sucked, but I needed it, bro. Like, I just needed to be on a fucking elliptical for a while. But what I'm saying is, if we can go and wear masks at the gym and that is going to be called safe, then we can go to a voting booth and that'll be safe. And this isn't about voting for one person or the other. It's just we need to stop playing pretend. Like, that's what's fucking with me, is we need to stop playing pretend.
And that's like, I feel like he's doing a big ploy for this one. I don't know. He's trying to damage some things and just like, I'm trying to hold ground with my supporters. And, you know, Kanye's in the mix trying to steal supporters from Biden almost. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't think Kanye's in the mix as much as people think he's in the mix. Like,
He's
I
just a
don't.
fucking puff show.
Yo, if this was 10 years ago, yeah, and Kanye was involved in anything, it would be insane. But now Kanye's, to me, he looks like a screaming crazy guy. Like I don't put anything behind anything that Kanye does anymore. Like he's
Can't
not
take him
influential
serious.
to me at all.
Right.
Like there's
He's right.
no,
He's lost his marbles, and
I
now
don't know. Do you feel
he
like
just
it's,
goes. He just goes on a rant. I thought it was a joke from the beginning. But politics
yeah,
has just become a joke. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, here we
true.
go. It's reality TV. It's why
Yeah.
not? He's saying why not, and I'm saying why. You know, but if he had a little bit of sense to him, he'd probably have a chance because he's popular. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the niggas like you said, the old Kanye, where he had that fire and desire of his shit, pre-Kim,
Yep.
I would say, I guess. You know what I mean? He might have been the guy to run for now. Him now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would be the move. Was like
Yep.
this guy with the blonde hair and taking shots at Harriet Tubman for no reason. Like,
Listen, my old roommate Brent said it the best I've ever heard it. When black guys dye their hair blonde, they go crazy. Yo, and there's an exact correlation to every single black guy that has dyed his hair blonde. They go nuts when it happens. It's never good.
It's not a natural thing, man.
No black gentleman has ever dyed his hair blonde and then been his best self. That's never happened. It's never gone that way where it's like, no, man. And once he dyed his hair blonde, everything went right. Like that's never happened to a black man.
Well, the guys got away with it in Meteor Man. They came back. Not everybody. I mean, what's his face was in it? James Earl Jones. He's been pretty good throughout life. Which shout out to that nigga right there, cause that's my G. December is supposed to be dropping. I don't know if it's gonna be in theaters. I don't know how that's working, but Coming to America 2.
Wow.
It's supposed to be this. But now I think about it, like, is it? They need to just open up fucking drive-ins, man, and stop bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you see the picture they showed of this is back to with the social distance stuff, of a setup? I don't know where it was, a concert, outdoor concert, but they had like these separate little stages everywhere.
Yeah, everyone. There was a 4-person. Yes.
Like little stage. I thought that was actually kind of. I thought that was like kind of cool. Like I fucking go to a concert like that, just to kind of be relaxed.
I think it would suck to be I think it would suck to be the performer, but I think it would be fun to be watching it. You know what I mean?
Watching
but like
it, right.
Performing to that has gotta suck. Because
like
the picture I saw, because you remember it had the rails as well.
Yeah.
And the picture I
didn't see the front. I saw it from like the back shot out towards the stage.
Yeah, no, I didn't see close to the stage, but what I'm saying is the picture that I saw was 2 guys leaning on those rails with their back to the stage. And I imagine that there's people doing that all throughout the crowd. So you probably have a good percentage of the crowd not even looking at the fucking stage. And you're on stage looking at that. It's not going to be
right.
fun.
As opposed to regular concerts, you're doing the odd thing now, like being the guy in the elevator facing everybody for no reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're that person at the concert, at a regular concert where they were standing room only. You know what I'm saying? You turn around, it's like, bro, the show's that way. I
imagine it has to feel like they're just rocking background music to a bunch of people hanging out.
It's just a practice jam session when there's people out there somewhere because they're not close.
I'm sure they're happy to be back on stage making money, especially for touring acts, you know, but man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a concert like that. I don't want to go to a fucking theme park like that. Like I was watching on TikTok, some girl showing what Disneyland is now. And you're like, what? It's garbage, everything. Like, and they're doing the right thing by having people stay away from each other. But I don't know, man. We got to, in my opinion, it's like, we got to decide if we're going to, wait this out, or if we're just going to, are we really changing our life to, now we just wear masks forever and now we're all scared of everything forever,
Right. I know. I tell you, my mailman had his theory, man. He said, this is all just a way to just kind of reshape the way our economy is going to go financially, how things are, and, high corporations and low corporations, high corporations. And then that's pretty much,
I've heard people talk about trying to eliminate the middle class.
Right. Just high and low. That's it.
I thought that was pretty much eliminated already, but I think they're looking for a bigger separation of
where everybody
either
needs
rich or poor. There is no two. You're either rich or poor. I think that's what But
Everybody's got
tell me your
stipends.
opinion on what the fuck's up with the coin shortage? What does that mean? Have
It's
you
a
seen it
coin.
on literally every single oh my god, every single place that I shop? There's a, you know,
No
we're out of
change.
coins. Yeah.
Huh.
We
I haven't
provide
even
no
been that.
change.
Yeah. I haven't looked. I used to. I debit and go. You know. I
Yep.
haven't even looked. What? Wow. Holy shit, huh? We need change. Are they putting that out there? I got a fucking sock full of nickels, nigga. What they want?
But I think that goes with the theory of people are talking about now that they're trying to get rid of coins because it makes no sense. Like,
Get rid of the
why do we have a
coin
coin shortage? We
and
don't
get
have
the
a coin shortage.
Bitcoin. That's what they want you to do. It's the new currency, right? Bitcoin's its own currency, right? Let's get on board now. What is it going for? What's one Bitcoin right now?
It's over 11,000.
Bars.
There's some money out there.
There's somebody chilling off that. Is big. I bought 10 of them bitches back in the day. Maybe more than that. You imagine somebody bought 100 of them shits when they first dropped.
A lot of people have. Yeah, bro, just Google it. There's fucking, oh my God, stories out there. Because you got to remember, it went to 18. It went from, people that bought it at fucking 2 cents, all that shit. It went up to 18,000. So there's people, that had 1,000 of them. Now we have 18,000 times 1,000. Like, yeah, people got
11,000,
rich.
yeah. Shit.
And that's when they weren't taxing it either. Like now they try to tax it and shit.
Right. It's like cash out, nigga. I'm talking about shit, or let some sit in it because it's still growing. So shit.
Yep.
You know
What
I mean?
about basketball, man? Talk about the bub.
Oh, I'm not through the finger roll. So the bubble. I've been watching a couple games. So it's kind of cool, man. It's like a fucking jamboree, man. It's they're playing four. Was it 4 games? Round 1 just happened. So the end of round 1 happened from Eastern Western in 2 days. Yep. So there was 16 teams. Yep, 8 games squeezed into 2 days. 4 games a day, starting at 1:30 in the afternoon. First game. Second one's like 4-ish, 4:30-ish, whatever. Then 7:39. You know what I'm saying? One of them are close together in the middle somewhere, but then 9 o'clock's the last one. You know what I mean? And the guys are balling, man. I tell you, there's some big numbers coming up. That fucking Utah Jazz game versus the Denver Nuggets. They got 2 fucking studs right there right now. For the Jazz, this guy named Jamal Murray. Jamal will fade them all. Jamal Murray was sick. I think he put up like fucking 56 points. They went into overtime. The dude on the opposite side of the floor, Donovan Mitchell, who was one part of the one that caught the corona from, the dude on that team, Gobert, the center, the funny guy grabbing the microphone and shit, was the first one to get it to shut the whole NBA down. It was on the Jazz. That's a little fun fact for them niggas. That's going to go down in NBA history. He's going to always be known for that. Who was the first NBA player to contract coronavirus? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying raise your hand, but there's not going to be any kids in school to raise their hand because it's all going to be virtual. But
right?
That squad right there. But those dudes and Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard.
He is the most exciting player that I've seen in a while.
Bro, Dame Dollar, they call him. Dame Dime. And he spit bars, by the way. He's probably pretty one of the better artists that NBA players in rapping I've heard. Dude got something. You know what I mean? He can go in. But the shots, bro, he's like, he practices logos. They call him Logo Lillard, man.
That's awesome.
Pulling up 36 feet. 36, 34, boom, 30. Yo, he's about to recreate the fucking, they're going to get a 4-point line at some point. Yeah. Like, we need to give him extra credit from hitting it. Like, there's a logo he steps like 1 foot on the logo, 1 foot in front, and he steps and he pulls up from there. It ain't a 4 shot when people are around him and he's getting swarmed.
Yeah.
He's coming up, you know what I mean? He's coming up the floor and just stopping.
Actually shooting it, yeah.
Shoot like a jump shot from half court. And he's not even like super big and like, you know what I mean? He's 6'2", maybe 6'1", which is tall, but in NBA it's not. You know what I mean? He's the little guy in the NBA. 6'1" is kind of, 6 foot. You're considered a smaller dude. Mm-hmm. But
No, when
He
he
is,
shoots the ball, it goes in. It's
yo,
crazy.
he shoots the lights out, man. And you know what?
Yeah.
Know what fueled him though? My man Skip Bayless from Skip.
Busquets.
That boy Skip went in on him. So now this was the whole big thing because Skip was going on him because Shannon was, Shannon Sharp was like, yo, Dame's a superstar, man. He's not a superstar. And, Skip got ways of like pulling people and like, yo, he can't close out. He'll pull he could be winning like LeBron. He finds so much negative shit to say about LeBron. It's like, yo, you just hate that. You just be digging for shit at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was digging on Dame like that. So Dame Lillard had reached out to his people, whatever, and wanted to talk to him in person, like via phone, So Skip was like, listen, I don't hold back. I'm not the timid type. Boom, let's go. Send it. He said as soon as he says yeah, and then he texted him, he said, boom, he called him right away. Let's go, let's talk. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing. And they kind of talked. And then after that conversation, I guess Dame went to Twitter and was talking shit like, yo, he was backpedaling the whole time. You coward, this and that.
Oh, they didn't record the convo?
Nah, he didn't record it. Nah, he called him a bozo. Just Twitter, he's Twitter junk talk. So Skip was airing him out. You're not big time. You can't close out. So after he said that, after that whole thing happened, that beef happened, and on the phone and all that was announced all on ESPN and everything. Yo, Dame, the very next game, went off. 61 points. Game after that, 52 points. Game after that, 37 points. You know what I mean? Last night he put up like 30-something. You know what I'm saying? And they upset the Lakers. And they the eighth seed.
That's what I was the most happy about, because rest in peace, ever since Kobe passed away, it was well, wouldn't it be great if then the Lakers won this year? Like, bro, it's been
they love
written
LeBron train
since.
It's LeBron train all day. That's they get on, they buy a lifetime ticket, and they never fucking get off that train. Yep. That's just his following, man. He's just got ride or die. LeBron can't do wrong. You know what I mean? LeBron grew on me, though. I used to not really fuck with him. He grew on me, but it's still not like, we're from a different era where, like, that's not the kind. Like, Dame Lillard's my kind of, he's from our era. You know what I mean? And I say that because they all were pressing him. Like, they talking shit about him, like the Clippers and all that. He's like, listen, they could talk shit all they want, but Paul George and the other guy, Beverly, for the LA Clippers, they were clowning him because, like, during the bubble, one of the bubble games, they're playing to be seeding now. You know what I mean? Because they weren't playing that great at that point of the year, the Blazers. So he missed 2 big free throws to go up in the game, and they lost that game, and that was big. So they was getting on him, cracking jokes, laughing. And then they asked him at the end of the game. He was like, "Listen, you know what I mean?" He said, "I take that as admiration because, not for nothing, they just, I take it as they probably just feel that way because I sent them home last year. You know what I mean? I sent them home, I sent him home, and I sent him home. And, I didn't have to join teams. He's like, I'm here for the grind. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He didn't do that running around, trying to team up with everybody.
Yeah. You don't all have to go to Golden State. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. All those guys, that's fraudulent. They're not from our era. Like what KD did and what LeBron does. Like the guys we grew up watching is like, when it was like really tough basketball shit, they didn't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It's like they found players that were good enough to kind of feed off of them, like how Mike did. And you work, you know what I mean? People feed off each other. You get good players, you put it together. But now it's more of a player-controlled league.
Some of them at the end did, though, because I'll tell you, Gary Payton and Karl Malone definitely made a run on the Lakers, which is doesn't even make sense in my head.
But at that point, I don't blame him. Being a vet like
it was, we're in the last 2 or 3 seasons of our life. Let's try it, Yep.
Now, Gary.
No, I'm just saying to where, LeBron taking his talents to South Beach. He wasn't the first, but, it was
the big. I was just more. What turned me off to was the spectacle he made of it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, but then I sit back and look. It's like, you know what? He's fucking smart, man. You know what I mean? It's like he knew his worth and he capitalized on it. You know what I mean? Like they're making a killing off of him. So why not me do the same? Why not make this a big thing? Why not? You know what I mean? This is promoting the brand of King James. You know what I mean? So
I just have a couple problems with him. Like for me as a bald man, I just want him to let it go because it's so far gone. And, you know, you see other people in that type of situation, and I just want to offer help. You know what I mean? I just want to let them know that
advice.
It'll be all right, man. Just, you got to,
I got advice, man. You could take it or not, but it's advice, and it could be helpful. People do things with it.
He does not have that killer instinct, which we saw last night, because Lillard popping them from 30, 35, 30, whatever. LeBron had a wide open three. Kang. Like,
no, they're all.
But I'll tell you,
bro, their numbers were like, I think it was like they were 7 for like 26 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
or
but
32.
I'm talking about when it gets down to the wire, because
because they were in that game.
Me and the other people that I was with at work were watching it, and you could see it. Couple minutes left, and look, all LeBron's doing passing, and passing is good. Passing is good.
I know,
but
you know what?
Michael Jordan would not be passing in that fucking situation.
And that's what Skip Bayless gets on him all the time, because he tells Shannon, he goes, "Yo, you're saying your man's the GOAT. He not doing GOAT-like things.
Exactly.
You got to take over, LeBron. You got to be the one. You know
if
why
you're
he
a GOAT,
doesn't,
sometimes
though?
you got to eat that tin can.
But you know why he gets timid? It's because he's fucking horrible at free throws. He's horrible. He's one of the most inaccurate free throw shooters in the league. You know what I mean? I think he's like 50%, 60%, maybe.
Really?
Maybe, like 60%, something like that. Yeah, he's horrible, man. So I think a lot of times that LeBron, he's scared to go to the rack. He's going to go to the rack. He's going to get a hard foul, get him to the line. Earn him right there, because we know you're bad at him. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes that runs subconsciously. I think that runs through his head, man. He ain't going to never admit it. But I think so. You know what I mean? But because there's a way to mask that and say, I'm being an ultimate player. I'm looking for the guy that's open, and I'm trying to get, you know what I mean? Because I'm still going to get the glory if he hit the winning shot, because I found the open man.
John Paxson, is he here?
Right. Paxson, you know what I mean? I think Kyrie Irving.
Steve Kerr.
Pulled him out of a bucket before when they were down. He has a good way of masking it, if that's, you know what I mean, if it's something like that. But I'd be agreeing with Skip when he says, like, yo, you got to close out, Bron. You the man. And they got two guys that's the man. The other dude, Anthony Davis, he won. The kid Kuzma, they decided in the fourth quarter to let him try to get hot. No, you let him get hot earlier in the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now is where the stars take over. This fourth quarter, man. Exactly. Less than 5 minutes to go, and the game is going neck and neck. That's what they did. You see what Portland did? That dude, Dame Lillard, was just like, and the other dude, CJ McCullough. Come on, man. Yep. He's got one of the coolest haircuts I've seen in the league, but you know what I'm saying?
Yo, and everything was going in. That was the thing. It's just like, because the Lakers did make a run for it, though. The Lakers did make a fucking run for it, because they were down by like 8. Then they came back to lead. And it like almost 6, felt like the computer was cheating. You remember yelling at that back in the day?
You're cheating, man. Cheating.
Yeah, fucking computer's cheating, man.
Hell yeah, that was the thing to do. The computer's cheating.
It felt like that for a second, but then
it's like they were up by 6. He said, came down 3, splash. Defense, get the ball back. Come down 3, splash, tie game. Like, oh, that 6-point lead went away like that, man.
Yeah, I know those 3-pointers add up.
Yeah, it's just like, maybe, and they have terrible 3-point shooters on the Lakers, and that could cause them a series. If Portland keeps playing like that, the Lakers will fuck around and get swept.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? They could be close, but if they continue to not play defense and let them guys, they got to play him fucking half court, man. You got to full court press that guy, Dame Lillard, man. He gonna start shooting from the other fucking 3-point line. The other side of the fucking court.
I know, but that's true. That's what you have to do, is you just have to lock them down. But you know what? People, and they're putting in more effort than I thought they were going to. I'll be honest with you about that, because I didn't know if people were just going to go through the motions. And another thing that screams, I feel like if COVID is as real, then there should be at least a couple of people in the NBA with it. Even with how good they're cleaning and all that other shit, man.
Yeah,
just like,
they're keeping it really quarantined good, I guess. It's crazy, man.
Homie went to the strip club.
Right.
No, they're not. You know what I'm saying? No, they're not.
Right, and they had him quarantined for 2 weeks and stiffing that shit up his nose for 2 weeks. Even if you didn't have it, you still got to stay over here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, they and
dude, a couple cats from the Indians just got tossed off the active roster for sneaking out. 2 pitchers.
What you call it did too. I was just gonna say football. Guy got cut from the team. Rookie.
I saw that for bringing it into the. Yep.
You see that one? He had his girl, his Shorty Rock. He snuck her in. He had her dressed up like one of the players. Like she was dressed like she put like fucking like dude clothes on and shit. Had a hat, fucking fitted like one of the players. They're like, come on, man. That's a shape. that's a shapely player, man. Is it a kicker? What a kicker with an ass, nigga? Come on, man. What we doing right now?
Bro, I saw
a rookie got cut from the team.
I saw the headline, but I didn't click on it. And you explaining that to me is fucking ridiculous. I didn't know he did that. I thought he was trying to sneak her in the window, or they caught her moaning or something when he was fucking her. He tried to walk her in the front.
He tried to walk her in the front, straight up, put on this disguise. What the fuck are we doing? Rookie shit. And now, all he got was a $2,000. They said all he had was a $2,000 signing bonus, and that's all he left with. So now you're cut from the team. All you got was $2,000. Good job.
Your entire life. Your entire life. Like,
he can bounce back. He can bounce back, but maybe,
No, I'm talking about how long he fought to get to that point. To fuck it up over some pussy.
Over some pussy. Because he couldn't stay quarantined. Because he let her convince probably like, come on, babe. Either that or he's the one like, come on, I need
I hope
fuck,
not.
Man.
For as much as women get shit on, let me go with, I hope that there was not a woman dumb enough to just be like, fine, babe. This is going to work. I hope.
Right.
Yeah. I hope she was like, all right, listen, but if we get caught, you stupid ass, I'm leaving,
Right. It's like, listen, you're going to jeopardize? What if you're going to get in trouble, babe? Don't worry, be cool. It's like, no, you got caught and got cut from the team, nigga. And now she over there fucking, she don't even want to stroke your broke ass. She probably fucking one of the other players on the team now. You motherfucker, you fucked up.
Yeah, she's going to go find someone that's actually in the NFL.
Right. Listen, man, some of those girls are like it's like a chitlin circuit, man. They fucking, you know what I mean? They stick around. Them Kardashian girls are fucking athlete circuiters. You know what I mean?
Did you see that one girl that admitted to blowing 7 guys in a row on one NBA team?
No shit.
Oh man, yeah, she was out there on the podcast circuit, and with that other girl that fucks everyone, and then
what's
Selena something
Stupperhead?
No, not her. The new version of her though. Yes, you know what I'm saying.
The bald head chick,
the new one.
The bald head chick. What's her name?
No.
Slutwalk. What the fuck?
No, it's not Amber Rose. It's
Rose.
Even newer. It's an even newer edition, because it was somebody that was involved with Tekashi 6ix9ine and all that. But regardless, one of her friends went on a podcast talking about that she took down damn near the whole team. And
she didn't say the team. She didn't say the team.
No, she didn't say the team. But everybody's joking online that it was the Phoenix Suns because they went 8-0 as well.
Wow, they saying that she's saying she just did this shit.
I didn't see when it was
a timeline. But that's like, oof.
Yeah.
Yo, man, some of them are doing just to be in that circle, man. It's like if I'm gonna be a hoe, I suck. Millionaire.
Well, I'll tell you this: I saw the story because she's a girl with an OnlyFans, and she went on there and was like, talk as much shit as you want. I just made $22,000 today. Because people see the girl. No. Maybe, but
maybe
she has her own pay site to go to, and mad dudes out there went, yo, she sucked 7 dicks in a row. I want to see her, do whatever she does on her pay site.
Right.
And maybe I don't like the methods, but she got to the bag. She got to a big bag, so right. I can't hate on that.
She let her naughty dick. Listen, man, I always said, that's the shit. If I was a female man and I had it like that, man, I'd probably be trying to get motherfuckers too. Let me work this motherfucking system. I'm gonna work you niggas. This is your shit. Y'all ain't working if you got it.
Bro, listen, right now, as a 37-year-old man, if some billionaire hit me up and was like, I'd like to hang out with you, and I didn't know what the fuck it was about, I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit.
All right, come hang out, man. I'll give you $3 million. You let me put my finger in your butt.
sorry to everyone, but here we go. You know what I'm saying? Be like, listen.
You want me to wear shorts?
Yeah. I'd be like, yo, listen, make it 2 million and I'll let you put up 2. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, you're talking.
Negotiations is cheap, nigga.
That's one of the things that I don't think people think about, where I don't think people can quite wrap their head around it. And I can't either, because I've never been there.
Right.
Never having to work again. It's such a long place, man. That's a long place.
That's a thing.
Never having to work again. Like, so how you were saying, and shit, maybe me too. If I was a fucking badass chick, you're going to keep going towards, hey, if I do this, I never have to work again. If I trap an NFL player, if I trap an NBA player, or fall in love, listen, I don't want to be mean, or fall in love. Or fall in love.
It's like the initial one was like, oh my God, the glitz and glamour. And it's like, well, I actually really like him. I really do love him.
Yeah. You know, I really like the guy.
Right. But I always felt like, you know, that's why I always feel better. I feel more glory for their stories when it becomes a somebody that had a day one with him. You know what I mean? His dad, his day one biaka. You know what I mean? That before he was somebody and she was riding with him, and now he's somebody and she get to enjoy that with him. Those are the kind of stories I rock with. You know what I mean? Those, everybody else knew it's tough to be a millionaire on the scene, man. How do you you know, either you're gonna deal with a chick that's gonna just need you for everything, or you're gonna deal with somebody else that's doing something and has their own money. You know what I mean?
Listen, we saw what happened with Calvin, and all he had was a horse.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about Cal. I can't wait to talk about Cal. The nigga fat guy gonna be like, yo, I can understand this nigga.
Yo, and I'm telling you, for the people that are watching, man, we reviewed for the next video that's coming out a documentary called Fire on the Hill. That's on Amazon Prime. So please check that out, because that's going to be, we haven't filmed it yet. We're filming it next, and I guarantee it's just going to be a fun one, because, hey, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it like a motherfucker. It's a good one. Can't give the rating yet, but niggas.
Yeah, it's out there.
It was great. It was great things. It was a lot of, a lot of.
Yo, I found 2 of them on Facebook. I found Chris and I found Guan on Facebook. And after we do it, I'm going to send it to them and just be like, yo, hey, we watched the movie. Thank you. Please check it out. You know?
Right. That's dope. So. Nah, Guan Yin, the name of a Chinese warrior. But yeah.
Oh, so speaking of Chinese warriors, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna wrap. I was gonna wrap up the other thing. Says it's just the bubble is enjoyable. This is probably the most exciting NBA. A lot of high scores going on right now, because I feel like without a crowd, these guys are more focused. You know what I mean? It's a thing you don't really think about. You know what I mean? Like something as simple as them making that run to the basket hard as hell, hitting that layup, and now stumbling into the out of bounds with nobody there. You know what I mean? Now they're just kind of free ranging without diving over people on the sideline.
Yeah, you could dive for a ball now and not end up with no nacho cheese on your fucking arm, you know?
Right.
Like
you fucking hurt yourself even. You know what I mean? It's going to take a real bad injury one day from a player going into the crowd. It's going to take somebody in the crowd getting hurt in a really severe way, or maybe they die even, God forbid, or that player gets that hurt and it's a career-ending thing and it happens just because of going into the crowd, that they change the guidelines, you know? Like, that's crazy watching it, because I feel like that's going to be the future, though, man. Just in an arena with virtual fans.
Yeah, you know? I was going to say, have you tried to hop on any of those virtual fan type thing?
No, I think you got to pay for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or it's like that, or it's like a lottery you put in there. I haven't checked it out though, but I know if you do get selected, they tell you gotta make sure that you designate the time. They ask you not to, you know. You could walk
I'm sure they got backups and all that too,
right? You know? It's like you could walk away, but try not to be away for too long. But some of them, like when you watch it, there's empty seats, and well, you know, some of them are getting up and going to get drinks and shit. When they tell you if you're away for so long, they're just gonna boot you out. Yeah,
they're gonna replace you. Yeah, I know. WWE is starting that either this Friday or next Monday. They're doing the virtual fan thing. And
are they?
So that'll be interesting. However,
now I wonder what for the fan. Are you, because this is the most this is the most cameras they have at one of these games. There's so many fucking dope ass angles they have, man, at these games. Yeah. Like those.
I like the runner along the bottom, that runner with the kind of 45 degree up.
Yeah. That's you standing there like on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying, watching it all happen. That's fucking dope. And there, I wonder if your virtual camera is looking at one of those, like that floor runner, or you know what I mean, like the floor level.
Yeah,
like your viewing of the game is actually like that, like you're actually at the game. Then that'd be fucking
cool.
dope. Depending on where they have you seated at is where you're viewing the game from.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't need to have every
could
seat put in that general area, you know.
And they could keep that going when they have real people back as well. Like they could do, hey, you got this virtual experience because it's better than at least watching it at home, you know?
That's like you get the people that are here, and then we have a whole fucking row of like monitors like that go around the stadium that those are the virtual people. Now you're getting more money, and you know what I mean? It's not going to be $300-$400 for a ticket, but maybe you're paying $40 or something. You know what I mean?
Yo, that, bro, that's going to be such a big ass business, bro. That's going to be a subscription business. The subscription business where you get to, you pay $20 a month. You're in the lottery. Maybe sometimes you'll actually be on the screen, but you could watch it from a vantage point, and like they'll buy those. Man, I hate that.
You could,
and know someone else is going to make.
Right. You know what I mean? It's like that vantage point now that you probably purchased is now a part of your fucking game party that you got. Everybody's there, and on your big screen, you got that vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got an 80-inch fucking TV and you got that kind of vision with the game on, with your peoples there and shit. Like, yo, we'll watch the game like this. Like, oh, word? Yeah. That's that vert. Oh, you got that vert? You got picked in the lottery? Dude, why not, man? And everybody gets to see you because you're on the fucking little billboard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the stadium and shit.
And you know, the same shit. They'll have the camera pan to it in the future, all that.
Yep.
Fuck.
Future's coming. Movie. It's coming, man. It's fucking here, man. We're gonna be fucking old people with robots, man.
Yep. And different fucking. We're gonna have metal limbs and all that shit.
I told you, man. Fucking.
Hope they can fix my fucking neck one day. That'd be nice. Yeah,
don't worry. They got a 3D printer working on it right now.
I know. I hope so. 3D printers. I've been checking those out on YouTube
those are
as
fucking
well.
Insane, man. I know a guy that his wife bought him one for his birthday last year, for Christmas or something. Nice. But just where he started making shit, but he's like, just for like this, he made like this little figurine of like a little dog, little plastic figurine of a dog that he made with a 3D printer. Just that little fucking dog. It was probably, 2.5, maybe 2 inches big. 9 hours to complete because it's going around and it's basically
doing it.
It's doing it, but you know what I mean? It's a little bit at a time.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like just 9 hours worth of, you know what I mean? You can imagine how much little was coming on there for 9 hours.
Yeah. Well, they were saying they're down to like $200 now, which is crazy.
Right. That's why I think he had got one because he's making the simple things like he made like a fucking lettering with his name, so where he works at, he put it on a little desk. You know what I mean? Little figurines for people. He made like little jewelry boxes and shit. You know what I mean? So he's enjoying it. You know what I mean? For a couple hundred.
You know what else I was looking into? Today at work, I was getting deep into home saunas, like the joints where they look like the old school movies, where you sit down and just your head's up and everything else is covered.
Right.
Bro, they're as cheap as $118. I didn't know that. They're like,
so what is it? What is?
You know how when we used to go to like LA Fitness and shit, how they got the steam room?
Okay.
It's a fucking personal one that you just fucking put around your joint, and you know what? We can share screens.
Oh, I was trying to envision what you were saying, but yeah, you can show me. But I remember back in the day, it was like you had to really capture what a nigga was saying by how he described it. Pre-internet shit, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, so I think and that's probably why people fucking got misconstrued what a dragon was back in that time when people described him. It was like, he exaggerated like a motherfucker, man. It was a goddamn crocodile.
Dude, the show was packed. The show was packed. It was amazing.
Lit. It was lit, right?
Fucking lit, dude.
It was all right. Right, bro? Bro, tell him.
Yeah, look, bro, I was going on this all fucking
Oh my God.
I'm about to
imagine answering the door like that.
Bro, I'm about to be I'm about to be doing the podcast in one of these. I'm telling you.
That's fucking great. It's a fucking like a hyper chamber, but it's fucking.
Yeah, look at
It's a heat.
that. But this is the thing: is some of them are infrared to where it's just a dry heat, and then other ones you literally have to put water into this joint, and then it's just.
Now, are you comfortably sitting in there, or you're squatting?
They give. Why did you make squatting sound like the N-word? Like it was the most disgusting thing that anybody could ever do.
Because I got a mic, because my hip ain't the greatest. I would like something like that, but I was like, fucking squatting is something I would like, knees bent, like, you know what they say, Indian style, indigenous style. It looks like the way I was.
It comes with a chair. It comes with a chair.
Oh, that's what the chair's right there.
Yeah.
There's a chair there. Chair bear.
Chair bear stare. But this joint is crazy because
that is crazy, man. Just fucking walk in your living room and fucking somebody's mom is in the corner, and just fucking head poking out of this fucking thing.
See, so there's an open one. You can see with the, you put the chair inside, and then you just zip it up over you. Boom, turn that joint on, and then
sweat
they
it
said
out.
The infrared ones get up to like 140, and
I'm all about heat. I would be the only one. It'd be great because I'd be the only one in my house that would use it because they hate it. They hate, like, I do hot showers. They don't do hot, like I like to steam the bathroom up.
Yo, but something that I've heard is really good for you, and I try to do it when I remember to do it, is going cold at the end of a shower. They say it closes up, and it's supposed to be really good for you. You do your normal shower, and then after you wash off everything,
cold.
Just start going with it. Just start. I don't do the funk. I just let's ease there. Let's ease there, and let me see how far I could go. And then
instead of just jumping straight up,
you get adrenaline rush of, like, it's a test of your. And I know that nobody's a man or a woman anymore, but it's a test of your fucking manhood. And like, you challenge yourself, bro. Because I've been doing that shit in the shower of just like, no, we standing in this fucking ice cold. Let's do some Superman shit and tweak. All right, a little bit colder, a little bit colder, a little bit colder. Yo, and it's
right.
I live alone, so I try to do some things sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I have fun by myself.
I do things.
No big deal.
There's nothing wrong with it. As long as
but sometimes you got to challenge yourself, and they say it's good, and I'm sure everything is anti-inflammatory and everything is antioxidant, but who the fuck knows? But to go off what we were saying of like China, bro, I get that everything is changing, but what the fuck is Disney trying to do by trying to sell that new Mulan for $30?
What, the fucking DVD?
No, to watch this shit on, instead of just dropping it on Disney Plus for their subscribers, it's on Disney Plus for $30. Because I guess when
this is why we get Fire Sticks and shit, man. Fuck out of here.
Because I guess when Trolls came out, right, they put it on there for whatever it was, but it wasn't $30, which was crazy. And actually, let me do some more manly shit here while I hold his apple. A girl group that I listen a girl group that I listen to from
grip it like Tiger Claw, nigga.
Yeah, let me just place it like a question. A girl group that I listen to from Korea voiced a couple of the trolls in the Korean thing. It doesn't matter. But did you see the did you see all the parents losing their minds about those new troll dolls?
No.
Oh,
what
man, it's bad.
Were they showing butt cheeks or something?
They got a button exactly on the bottom where the hoo-ha would be, and the only sounds that come out are laughs and hee and ooh and yeah.
You pressed the button at the freaking privatalias?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we doing?
If you would.
The privatalia has a button? Well, that's the only way we could put it on the body. Nigga, you could have put it on the back. Let's stop.
And you could have had it do anything else, but because like there's another speech function on it, like some lady goes to the store and she shows it. Like there's a speech function, but then there's the button underneath where it only makes like hee hee, hoo hoo. You know what I mean? Like weird, excited sounds when you press that button, but the other button makes it say the other stuff. Like it's
trolls done gone.
Bro, it's
wrong,
out there, man.
Gotta troll the trolls. You gotta troll the trolls. You know? It's crazy, man. That's insane. So was that supposed to come out in the movies? Is that why they're doing that for 30 for Mulan?
Yeah. Because I think now they're testing. I think we're completely in a testing phase, and I think Mulan is going to get. They're going to be a. I don't want to say victim, but they're going to be a what's like a tossed to the side. Like they're just going to be a forgotten part of this test because they're going to be like, all right, we sold Trolls for 20. Can we sell Mulan for 30? And I think that's going to be a no.
The influshable nugget. But I don't know. It's like, why not just charge people what it would cost for regular admission in a movie theater?
I'm with.
Well, because you guys are gonna all sit together, so they try to do it a bundle, like average of 4 people. That's the charge you're gonna get because you're probably gonna have your family watching.
Or how about just sell Disney Plus now? What you do is, hey, the movies come out and they're on Disney Plus, and where you can watch them is Disney Plus. So you sign up for Disney fucking Plus instead of having, like, imagine if you popped on Netflix.
Be just like a Netflix.
So some of them you had to buy, like, but no, that is what they have. But now they're trying to change the system with like, well, you subscribe to it, but then there also is other stuff that you can actually purchase, which is not
Amazon Prime does that. That Prime Video, I've seen that. There's shit up there that you buy or whatever. I'm like, yo, come on, man. It's not included in Prime, man. Don't put it up here then. I only want to see shit included, man.
I do that filter. You got to put that filter because I got the button you click. That free for me.
Free for me. Yeah, I got that on my Xfinity TV has that free for me section. Free for me. I'm like, I'd be like, yo, Face Off episodes, which I used to fuck with that show. It was a show on Sci-Fi where they do like makeups for like creatures design and shit and makeups for Hollywood type shit, and they compete. That was my shit. I used to fuck with that shit all the time. Like, oh shit, yo, she made a fucking dragon out of that nigga, B. That shit crazy.
There's a girl in Connecticut that does movie makeup. I follow her on Instagram. I forget what her name is, but nice. Dope with that stuff. That stuff is a talent, man.
It is, man. I'm like, where's the vision coming from? Where are you seeing it? It's like,
but I'll tell you, with seeing more and more stuff like that, I've been having the thought more and more often of like, I feel, and once again, like, hey, stop saying like, hey guys, stop saying like. Now remember to stop saying like.
That's in every presidential speech. I think it's acceptable.
I feel, sometimes I'm hard on myself. I feel
as if like
thus, therefore, there are people that are not built for 9-to-5 thing, and I feel like I'm definitely in that class, and I just need to find the other thing, like with seeing people do makeup like that, with other people doing YouTube, and a myriad of things that are not, like even say the guys on the documentary watch taking care of horses, people that take care of animals, something else. It's I feel like I'm not made for the normal 9-to-5, and I need to find my thing.
Right. Find the energy to go somewhere else, because it's like, you could do it. And it's, that's a real thing when people say you'll never be happy that way, and it's so true. You're just
I think I'm there.
Just do it. It's like, you just do it because you have to survive, but you rather fucking enjoy something and survive that way.
And that's what, like, during this time, which I think has been an awakening for many people, I want to try to get as much information as I can to start the other journey. You know what I mean? And in an earnest way of, it might take some time to get there for something to be making money and things, but I'm like, all right, we either take a chance at something or work another 40 years of something we don't want to do, because I was out with my mom the other day, and I said, like, sometimes it's tough to get out of your head what you're trying to say. And I said, not in a suicidal way. And I promise, not in a bad way, but like, I don't want to do this anymore. The whole, just like
the everyday.
It gets tiring. Like when you get to the point of, I know, and once again, not in a self-harm way, but I know I can't do this for another 30, 40, whatever this is.
Right. It's like fucking.
But I think it's a good sign.
It's a hamster. It's a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in this fucking wheel because I feel like I have to be. But
Exactly.
let me stop spinning for a little bit. That's why I'm just dizzy. That's all.
Right? I
I'm
might just
fucking
be
dizzy,
dizzy.
dude. You're just dizzy, nigga. You gotta get off that motherfucking wheel and let the bearings adjust and be like, all right, I see where I
Yeah.
want to go now. It's over that way. I was on the wheel. That's why I couldn't find my way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
Because even though we're not, particularly young gentlemen, but I'm sure that we have people that are alive right now that would kill someone to be our age. So I try to
right.
look at it like that of
Hey,
so
listen,
many
man.
people have given up on certain things
Yep.
a lot earlier. And
They did. And then people
I
that were talented, people I remember that, I knew were talented. And it's like, man, hey, man, you had something. Why are you. But
yeah.
when they lose their love, man, that's dead for them,
Mm-hmm.
If they lose that part of wanting to do that, and it's
Yeah.
gone. You know what I mean? You decided, you made a conscious effort and decision to say, no, my talent, that's cool, but maybe this is not for me. I want to go on and do something else.
Yep.
And probably regret it. You know what I'm saying? At least regret the hey, I'd rather leave it on the table and be like, fuck, it never panned out, but I put it on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I feel that in all industries of people who start, whether it be music, movies, business, anything like that, it's not to be, supremely fucking inspirational, but it really is never too late to give up on just starting something else, like trying
Yep.
something else instead of, that settling and working for somebody else for the entire life. It's,
Right. That's what I said.
I
You
don't
look
want to
at
do it.
Danny Trejo, man. Was he 40?
Yeah.
41 years old when he first got on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The guy was an extra in movies, man, looking like a thug.
That's true.
And they made a killing because he never turned down anything. Hey, we need
Yeah.
a guy with a tattoo on his chest. I'll be there.
And I've
You
been
know?
seeing a lot of those lists, and I've been trying to do better mentally and put better things. How we were talking about, like, I can't watch COVID all day. Like, you got to try to steer yourself towards something good and
Something
positive. And I've been
positive, right,
following,
man.
some of those inspirational joints on Instagram, and some of them do help because it is nice seeing, like, and I'm not saying exacts because I don't remember, but just in general, like, hey, the guy that started fucking Walmart started it at 52. The guy that started KFC started it at 43. You know what I mean?
Right.
To where it's like, you don't have to blow up at 15 in whatever you're doing. And then,
Right.
now you're a
You can't
millionaire for
all
20.
you
Like,
can't
you can,
right. You can't all be
yeah,
a Disney fucking childhood star.
exactly.
Some people get it. Some people, I just think some people just fall in line and getting blessed earlier. I mean, you got stories of people that are 18 and hit the fucking lotto for millions, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and you look at it like, how fair is that? Somebody be like, man, I've been busting my ass all my life and playing lotto for the last fucking 30 years every day. There's people out there like that, man. And then
Yep.
this fucking kid just hits 18, just able to fucking gamble, and he fucking hits. Or 21. Is it 21 to gamble or whatever?
I was
Whatever the
just about
legal
to
gamble.
say,
Yeah, but 21.
maybe not
21.
just about to say, but I was about to say a while ago. And then I'm sure we went crisscross and make you jump. When I was at, it might even been before the goddamn show started, but when I was in Stop and Shop today, I walked past the counter and I just noticed a sign that said October 2019. So I was like, all right, as of October 2019, to buy cigarettes and everything else is 21.
Yeah.
I
Cigarettes
guess
went
I'm
to
not.
21. Yeah.
I guess
That
I'm
one
not
fucked
around
me up
enough
too.
18 years old, but
That
I
one fucked
didn't.
me up. And they ask everybody for ID now. It don't matter. I mean, that used to be a
Yeah,
thing before, but now it's like, guys fucking 65 years old and you gotta ask them for ID.
yeah. And this is something that I could have maybe learned and forgotten that we might have even discussed on the podcast before. I don't know, but yeah, I felt like today I just learned that everything went up to 21, and I did not know that.
Right.
That
I mean,
fucked me
shit,
up.
even then when they get their license, man, at 16, when you're 16 and get your license, you have to have somebody in the car with you that's had a license for fucking more than 2 years or something to ride around. You can't drive by yourself for the first like a year or two when you're
That's weird.
16. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I remember when I was probably like 20, there was some weird rule that I don't think it had gotten that far yet, but it was you couldn't be with someone else, or like you could only drive alone. It was some weird shit back then, but
you couldn't have more than so many teenagers in a car with you.
yeah.
It was like underage. When you're an underage driver, you can't have more than so many underagers with you. It had to be
Yep.
somebody of over 18.
Dude, I remember hanging out with my friends being mad young, so young that the cop was just like, "You don't have an ID?" and being like, I'm 14. Because like you're 14 hanging out with 16-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? It's not unheard of.
It's a freshman hanging out with the juniors, man.
Yeah. And
That's
they got
all
a
it
car
is.
and, you know,
Right.
and it's just like, you don't even have it. You have to go home. Like, it's just dumb shit, man.
Yep. It's freshmen hanging out with juniors. That's why I think it's like, it's crazy to think about, but it's like, you think about like that thing like statutory rape, you know what I mean? It's like, you're going to have 18-year-old seniors, you know what I mean, that'll talk to freshmen, but you put them in that environment though, almost in a sense, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you, in my school, every single person like that was definitely ridiculed and shit on, of like, yo, chill. It was definitely never looked at as like, hey, that's cool. Everyone would always just be like
pervert.
yuck.
Yeah. But shit, motherfuckers is getting out, you know what I mean? It's probably the thing. Listen, man, shout out to the lady who had, God, a donkey yesterday, and she was with her child, but I had to snap a shot because it was unbelievable how big this lady's butt was to be like an older lady like that.
Yeah, I'm cutting off the last part of this episode. Let's just say goodbye. Because I believe that's a crime. No, it's not. You can take a picture of anything.
It wasn't that. It was just a lady in the street, but it was just, wow. Like, if my lady was with me, she would have took a picture of it because she's cool with it. She'll be like, damn, babe, look at her ass. Like, damn, that's big as hell. I'm like, word. You know, she'll owl eye that shit for me. Yo, boo, over there. Boo, wait. Damn, that's big ass. You know what I mean? But it was shockingly, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to be disrespectful with the kids. I was on the phone. It was just a subtle picture. And I said it to my boy, like, yo, what the fuck is going on out here?
In these streets.
I don't know. This is like, and then I look at her face. It's like, she's like a young, older woman. You know, she looked like good for her age, but you could tell she was kind of older. So that I was really like, whoa, is that fake? Like, I want to punch that shit. See if the ripples happen.
They're doing it nowadays, man. As surgery gets better.
Right, and that's what I got to keep in mind. And then when I think about that stuff, it's like, oh, then it's not really as appealing, fakeness, because then it's like, oh, there's fix-a-flat in there or something. Yep. And I'm just a pig of a man, and that's what we do, right, ladies? But that's okay, because I got a woman, and she loves me, and I love her, and then she loves me and all my silly shit, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Y'all can go ahead with that, because go find you one.
And please come and find us next week on the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. White people, black people, we talk.
Shout out to this. Speaking of never being too late, I just wanted to give a quick shout out, man, to my first time ever in doing music for 20 years. First time ever me buying my own microphone, bro. And this is a very big accomplishment for me, man. Nice. I never really tracked anything. I never really did any of that. And I said, you know what? Making a conscious effort to be able to do things and say stuff and even get this thing set up so I can try to facilitate a microphone for the podcast even. But recording music comes with that. Comes with a little pouch that has it's a USB microphone. Audio Technica AT2020 USB microphone. Official. They were on back order like a mug because it was one of the highest sellers during the pandemic. Went for $150, but you know me, I get it for that payment plan for that low. $50 the next couple months, boom, 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 out the door. Shout out to American Music Supply. Anybody out there that's an artist and wants to get some good prices and payment plans to get them, American Music Supply. And also I fuck with Z-Sound. It's a Z and a Z and an O-U-N-D, like sound, Z-Sound, 2 Z's and an O-U-N-D. That website is official too. So racks on racks on racks, man. Shout out to that. This is what the box look like, man. All right.
That's
Audio
what she
Technica
said.
AT2020. Oh man, I tell you, feminists are gonna hate me after this episode. It's not nothing like that, guys. Trust me. I'm okay with admitting that I'm a man and I think I have these thoughts, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we're all animals. You know
right.
I mean? That's what we don't think. Well, like
nobody ever shames a dog for humping somebody's leg. It's like it's natural. I believe hormones and shit exist, and it's.
Occasionally you can get too high and be like, There is a wild animal in my house. Yeah, it's a cat and it's domestic, but there's a wild animal
right
in my house. Like I've definitely
uh
done that while petting a dog before. Just been like,
it's like
this is a
yeah,
wild animal.
like if I didn't have you and you were out in the world, you'd probably be all right more than I would.
Hell yeah.
You gonna find something to eat, nigga. It's probably gonna be alive, but you're still gonna eat it. Cause I couldn't do no shit like that. He'd fucking bag a rat and eat it in a minute.
Exactly.
Fuck cooking it,
I'm
nigga.
not grabbing no squirrel.
So I got one little qualm I want to end this video with. Shout out to my nephew and the punk niggas that were involved with this shit. But so when he came to my birthday, which was some weeks back last month, we're gonna say like a month ago, he was like, oh, whatever, you know what I mean? I said, yeah, you want something to drink in the package store? I said, yo, I'm gonna go old school, man. I'm gonna get a 40 ounce because I'm from the 90s and that was the 90s thing to do. Let me get a 40-0. And I said, what better 40 ounce to have than my very first 40 ounce I've ever tasted? And that is Old English. That was my first 40-0. So I said to bring it down. Now, I never drank it because upon arriving to my party, now you remember what a 40 ounce looked like, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody remember, nice glass, frosty. This motherfucker shows up with a 42 ounce fucking plastic, 42 ounce plastic Old English. Nigga. The disappointment in calling him my nephew was beyond me. But I love him.
Looked like a 1 liter of Mountain Dew.
Bro, can you do the do with this bullshit?
That
Look
should
at
be
this.
the new uniform for the Washington football team. What the fuck is that?
Which is the dumbest name in sports history, by the way.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't think of nothing quick to say. The Washington Stars, like that'd have been fine. You know what I mean? Washington Generals. That's perfect.
Yep.
Warriors
would be fine. Dub.
So this, and then it's got a little indicator, code when blue. Let's just stop. I know the plastic thing is probably, good. It can't be more better for the environment than glass. Because I know glass falls in the ocean, it turns into fucking sea glass. Take that.
Bars.
This turns into fucking a porpoise's death. So yeah,
Porpoise's death.
Porpoise's death should be the name of an album. So that was Old English. Get your shit together, man. And niggas, when you ask somebody to bring you a 40, don't bring them a 42 ounce plastic bottle. That's all. I love you, nephew. Shit. That's watermelon versus pumpkin, man. I'm young pastry, man. You see the hat?
40 ounces, not 42 ounces. Listen.
42. Jackie Robinson was cool, but not today. Not for this. We in here.
Bronx, Staten, and Queens.